when I started cooking a lot at home because there was nothing else to do. And some of my friends asked me for some dumplings because it's very convenient to keep it in the freezer and cook at any time you want. It only takes about 5 to 7 minutes to make it ready. And I used to sit my dolls around and feed them and pretend it was a cafe or restaurant.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and then I remember that I decided that I will have a pizzeria, and I put a name of my pizzeria on the door, and I said to my family, my mom, my dad, my brother, you can come into my pizzeria, please. But when they came in, they had to pay me.
Have you ever challenged, like, have you heard this word before? They say, oh, it doesn't happen like this here. And you say, no, it will happen this way.
And my husband is a pilot, so he had to stay at home for 8 months. And I was thinking, what is our plan B?
Absolutely, yes.
So I've said to myself, no matter what, I do not pick up the phone until 9 in the morning.
And I think with Ramadan now coming, everyone is absolutely in need. Because you can put them in the freezer, right? Yes. And how much time does it take once anyone places the order for them to receive?
Depends on the order. And also I started writing down my plan, and it consists of 3 to 5 things maximum. I know I can't do more. So it will normally be like an event, a market, a collaboration, a podcast, for example, or a meeting. That's it.
Hi everyone, and today I am with a very exciting and an entrepreneur who is doing something phenomenal, and we have Yulia today with us. Hello Yulia.
Hi.
She is the founder for Organic Dumplings, and I think it has been for many of us a dream. We all want to have our boutique, food place where people can relish these amazing delicacies. So we're going to dive deep with Yulia. She's going to help us tell us about her beautiful enterprise and how it all started. So Yulia, tell us, how are you today?
Hi everyone, I'm very good, thank you. Thank you for having me here. I'm very happy to talk about my business, Organic Dumplings Dubai. It is my first business, and I call it my 4th child.
Wow.
Yeah. It started in pandemic, where when I started cooking a lot at home because there was nothing else to do. And some of my friends asked me for some dumplings because it's very convenient to keep it in the freezer and cook at any time you want. It only takes about 5 to 7 minutes to make it ready. And then that's how it started. Then friends of my friends ordered, then more and more friends ordered, and then we applied for license in July 2020. And since then we're a licensed business and we're growing. We have frozen dumplings, which you can order on our website. We also sell ready-to-eat dumplings via delivery or carrying food.
Beautiful.
Yes, we also participate in different markets. Like, for example, we had a market yesterday at one of the schools in Dubai.
So Yulia, I'm so overwhelmed by this amazing, beautiful project that you started in the pandemic.
Yes, thank you so much.
Tell me, so you started because you were fond of cooking. It doesn't seem that you're so fit, and so your 4th child, the Organic Dumplings.
Yes.
Tell us how it started.
In 2020, I graduated from Emirates Aviation University, and I was looking for a job. I thought I would be working in an office, getting some experience in the field of logistics and supply chain management. And we had a career fair on March, I think, 5th.
Mm-hmm.
And that event got cancelled because of the pandemic, and then we all just had to stay at home.
Right.
And my husband is a pilot, so he had to stay at home for 8 months. And I was thinking, what is our plan B?
Absolutely, yes.
So it was a mix of reasons why I started.
Mm-hmm.
I love cooking, I have small children, I care about what we eat, pandemic, plan B.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So you are a planner.
I think so. I can't just sit and watch what's happening without acting.
Absolutely.
I have to take an action to know that my future is somehow secure.
I really love the way you have pointed this out, because so many of us, we are just waiting for life to happen to us.
Yes.
And also there was a lot of depression during
Yes,
the
exactly.
COVID times.
Yeah.
People had nothing to do, and it was just creating a lot of breakups, a lot of
Yes.
anger and dismay.
Yeah.
And you turned it into a turnkey
Yeah, it worked for me.
project. Yes.
Yeah. And it wasn't that difficult to find people. There were a lot of people who lost their jobs, highly skilled people, and they were ready to join. So I wouldn't say it was easy, but I think it was easier back then to find more skilled staff to begin with. So in July, I hired a lady. She was amazing. Yes. Unfortunately, she's not with us anymore.
She was part of your team.
Yes, she was a part of my team. She was my first chef, and we created so many recipes together. And it was just the way I saw it. It was homemade quality, high quality ingredients, premium ingredients, organic ingredients, tasty as if your mom or your grandma cooked it.
Beautiful.
Yes.
So tell me about your organic dumplings. Like, what is it? What are the fillings, and what are the different ways that can be prepared?
Yeah, so we started from the classic flavors, beef dumplings.
Mm-hmm.
They're called pelmeni in Russia, but I know in Central Asia they call them momos,
Mm-hmm.
but they're bigger in size and there are different spices added to the filling. Also, there is a sauce always which comes with it. In for example, Eastern Europe and Russia, people eat it with the sour cream. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, and also I know that in Lebanon, for example, and I don't want to be wrong, I think Syria as well, they are called shish barak. Yeah.
Amazing.
But the way they cook them, they bake them, and then they put them in the yogurt and serve it with the rice. Pelmenis are normally boiled, momos are steamed.
Mm-hmm.
So this was not only about cooking, this was about learning different
Styles.
cuisines.
Yeah.
Yes, learning different ethnicity groups, I would say. It was also very educational to me. I was amazed how same food is famous all over the world. It's just called differently.
Exactly.
And this food, I think it brought us together. Yeah, it was amazing.
Beautiful.
It is amazing.
Yes, and I think what you have just said and have put it so beautifully is these small variations, but having the basic element being the same, breaks boundaries, brings more connections, more integration of cultures, and wow.
Yeah.
And I have absolutely loved it. I have tried her dumplings and they are just amazing. And especially for those who are health conscious and who know that it's organic and it is coming from an authentic, pure ingredient, fresh ingredients. So how do you ensure all the, the flavors to be intact with your cuisine?
Yeah, it is not easy because we live in Dubai where we don't have organic beef, for example, or if we have it, it's not widely available. we have to find the right supplier, and we have to make sure that our supply is consistent.
Yes.
Because in spring last year we had a situation when we had no supply of organic beef for 2 months because simply there were no cows in Australia. That's what they said. I don't know what happened. So we didn't have it. And what can we do?
Yes, then to find the alternate.
Yeah. And there was no, because we only use one particular supplier we trust here in Dubai for organic beef. Organic chicken we supply from Abu Dhabi.
Okay.
It's a local farm. It's owned by Emiratis, and we know the production. We trust. And
Amazing.
yeah.
So Yulia, tell me, is it just the fillings of beef, or do you also have like different fillings?
Yes, so we have vegetarian options, vegan options. Where we don't use egg in the dough at all. We don't use any dairy. Yeah, and it's very popular as well.
Wow.
Yeah, we have gluten-free options, keto options.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I think you are catering to the right people here, because we all are so conscious
Yeah.
of these elements,
Yeah.
and we are not really sure what are the made up composition of things that we
Yeah.
consume.
Yeah.
And so you are also available, like you said, on Deliveroo and Khuram.
Yes.
And so you had this, you were busy yesterday, you had an event.
Yeah.
Tell us about it. How is the experience, the reaction from the...
Yeah, it was amazing how different people came to us. Like there was a lady from France. She said that our cottage cheese pancakes, they're called sirniki, are also available in France, but they're called differently. I don't know what they're called. I had no idea. She was so amazed, because I think normally, from what I've seen, these dishes, they bring very warm childhood memories to people. This is what their mothers and grandmothers used to cook, but our parents are not always with us, and young generation prefer not to cook, right?
Yes.
So when they see something they used to eat when they were small, they're just so happy, and it's so nice to see them happy.
You're spreading so much love. I mean, I'm so excited to hear this, because so the Russian cuisine, I think, has a lot of like it's these recipes and these culinary items are part of many other countries, and I think a lot of you who are hearing this and who want to connect with Yulia will absolutely be fond of her things, because like I said, I just absolutely love your and I needed you to be here. Tell me about the entrepreneurship side, because many women who get settled in their marriages and then are busy with their lives, family lives, how important it is for them to find this new lease of life, financial independence, how difficult it is and how important it is for us to go into any field that we find is important.
Yes, it's a very important question. Things many people don't think about. I personally think, and I'm sure that every woman has to have her financial independence. Of course, marriage and family is #1 priority, your husband and your children. But to me, every woman, if she wants to, she needs to have something what helps her open up her other abilities, her other talents, her passion, things she likes to do, things what makes her happy.
Absolutely.
There's a word, I don't know.
There's a war inside of the woman to how to unleash her
we don't know
passion.
Often we don't know what we want.
Right.
If you know what you want, it's a good thing, but then we don't know where to go, which direction to take. There are many ways in life and we don't know where to go. And then, so if you know where to go, then the path you need to follow, it's not easy. Not to stop, not to fall and not to drop it.
Absolutely.
So it's not easy to be sure what you want, and that what you want is what you can have. It's a mixture of abilities, skills, your inner strength you have to keep going.
Beautiful. I think what you said right now, I would like to reiterate it. The first is to know what you want to do.
Exactly.
And the second is how to stay on that path, because that's another more challenging task.
Yes, yes.
You know, to keep that consistent commitment.
Consistency. Yes.
And not give up in between, because
Yeah.
I think, do you feel, or is it just me, that you find all these challenges and hurdles and people who will tell you that, you know, maybe you should think again, or,
Yeah.
you know?
Always. There will be, in my case, less people who will tell me, you're doing great, you can do this, I believe in your success. There will be maybe 1-2 people who will tell you that, and they will keep telling you that. Most of the times, people will not understand what I'm doing and why I'm doing this. To them, in my case, what I'm doing is, Yulia, why are you selling pelmeni? Pelmeni is the dumplings. Can't you think of something else? Can't you do something different? Something more cool? Or why do you need this? Like, do you have to do this? It's not always about money. It's a lot about that I love it. I love doing it. And it comes from my heart. And I put all my heart into it.
Absolutely.
And only then I believe it's successful. Yeah, and if I know that I'm doing the right thing, I will be successful. But to keep knowing it, it's another thing. Again, not to stop.
Right.
Yeah.
I know. And what you have said is, I mean, what you have expressed so naturally is these situations where people will put you in self-doubt.
Yes.
And it is something so horrible, to be honest, because altogether there's a big challenge for a woman to come out of her shell, her domestic life, and to embark on this beautiful journey. And it has so many processes that you've gone through.
Yeah.
And of course, you can always have an extended new line or new range of extended menu, but just closing those voices that just don't seem to elevate you.
Yes.
It's so important. Yes.
I've made my peace with it. I've just said to myself that no matter what people say and think, I have to know what I want. And where I'm going is the right direction. And if I know it, it's enough. But of course, there are times and moments when you feel so tired and weak and you want to give up. But if you don't give up at this moment, the most critical moment, then there will be a breakthrough afterwards. I've seen this, I've experienced this so many times.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's not easy.
And then again, Yulia, at the same time, when you see these beautiful people coming and telling you that they have the same, course of food or these items in their country, and then you're getting so much love and appreciation, support, and fascination.
Yeah.
Because we all feel kind of disconnected from our culture, from our roots, and you are bringing them something beautiful.
Yeah, and what I've seen is, what I've noticed, people some kind of, again, they give up. This is not my home. I can't find this here. My mom is not here, or she died, for example. Halas, okay, fine. But no, There is always hope.
There's always hope. There's always...
Yeah.
It is so easy to find obstacles and to use them as an excuse.
Yes.
You know, like they say, if there's only anybody to be blamed, is you. And then when you find a solution, you find this beauty in continually not giving up and going. And I think, honestly, I know so many of my friends who always say, I've always had a dream to have a bakery.
Yeah.
And
it doesn't go any further than a dream for a lot of people.
And I think now you must be receiving everybody's feedback where they're so proud of you.
Yeah.
And they want
of course, when they see success, they're there.
They're there. Yes.
Yeah.
And I think also time is precious, because you didn't waste time. Many people, they overthink. And so did you have the support of people around you who helped you?
Yes, of course, my husband, God bless him.
Yes.
He's always there.
And also, like you said, finding the right suppliers, and making those beautiful final pieces in connection with your idea that it has to be organic, has to be fresh.
Yeah, that's another thing to prove, but at the same time, you don't really need to prove. You just need to do it. People will come.
And I think with Ramadan now coming,
Yeah.
everyone is absolutely in need.
Yeah.
Because you can put them in the freezer, right?
Yeah.
Yes. And how much time does it take once anyone places the order for them to receive?
Depends on the order, because some orders are very big and they've got a lot of different items. So normally it's the same day or the next day.
Right. Right.
But we always say that our orders are customized. We don't normally keep stock. So if we have an order, we'll make it fresh. So please be patient with us. And but in Dubai, people want things fast.
Right.
But people who know our product, they understand this can't be just available in any minute. It's not a supermarket product. We're not a mass market brand.
Yes, that's the beauty of it. Yes.
Yeah. But you will be patient, but you will receive a very high quality product, very tasty and healthy.
Yes, I love this, because I think now everyone is moving towards delicacies.
Yeah.
Bespoke, customized, products, and especially for their children.
Yes.
And then something that is healthy and nutritious and available.
Yeah.
Yes. I can't be more grateful to having such a beautiful entrepreneur sharing her journey, because I'm sure the listeners are also feeling motivated to, if someone has to start any of their own business, whether it's in any different field. And don't you think that your children are learning and seeing?
Exactly. And they help me. Mm-hmm. My little one helps me whenever we have, I'm amazed how does she understand? She's 2.5. Whenever we have a driver waiting outside, she would tell me, Mommy, I want to give him an order. She wants to carry a bag, at least something, but she wants to give him a part of this order. She wants to be a part of it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And I think that they are feeling inspired by seeing their mother be so creative in this beautiful world of culinary art, I would say.
Yeah, it's an art.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think children, they pick up subconsciously, not like, but it will always remain with them, these leadership qualities, these qualities of, how to go into the world of entrepreneurship.
Yes.
So did you feel like you had to do so many different things in the beginning?
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Multitasking. Yeah. I had a problem. I didn't know how to delegate. I still have this problem, but it's a little bit better, because I used to think that they can't do it the way I can do it. Yes, they can't, but you have to delegate, otherwise it's not going to move any further.
If you want it to grow.
Yeah. But still, some parts of the business I cannot delegate, and I don't think it's necessary to delegate.
Yes.
But it's important to have a team who has similar vision, who understands what you're doing, supports you, and
of course, and to be in sync with your vision and your methodology of work. Do you also enjoy this process of having this unique space, this business where you get to design your own way of things?
Yeah.
Have you ever challenged, like, have you heard this word before? They say, oh, it doesn't happen like this here. And you say, no, it will happen this way.
Yeah, many times.
And do you plan to extend your menu to different,
Yeah, now
variety?
we are working a lot on the kids menu because I'm sure you know that in Dubai we don't have hot meals in schools and nurseries.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, and there is a high demand for hot, fresh, healthy, tasty food for children.
There's a huge demand.
Huge demand.
For working mothers who don't have the time to cook.
Yeah, so we have a menu for that, but it's not very big. So we're working on expanding and adding more items with fish. We are used to meat in Russia, for example, but a lot of people don't eat meat. So we're working on vegan options, for example, vegan meat patties or fish patties. But then there is a challenge that a lot of people are allergic to meat, to fish, shellfish. So then we'll have to have a different production for that. So we're still thinking how to do it the best way.
I love your feature because it caters to almost all of the different nationalities. It's kind of like an international, and a lot of people don't know.
Yeah.
And you're bringing a lot of awareness because this is something that the Arab countries, like you said, the European side, the Russian side, also the Asian, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's very delicious because it can go as a snack, it can go as a meal.
Yeah.
And it needs to be there, I think, especially for a lot of women and who do these parties at their place.
Yeah.
Do you also do catering?
Yeah, we do catering, and we have HASP certificate, which allows us to cater to 5-star hotels as well.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So the opportunities are there, but you need to work
Yes.
a lot, and you need to not to give up.
How do you also manage your personal time? Because I think it's very important for what we were also talking before the podcast.
Yeah.
That you sometimes lose yourself being so busy.
Yeah.
What are the strategies you use?
So there is an improvement in that direction, I would say. So I've said to myself, no matter what, I do not pick up the phone until 9 in the morning. This is our official opening time, 9 to 7. And first I get up, I do what I need to do, then I get ready, I get my children ready for school, I drop them. And only when I drop them, just because I need my phone to open my car, I check if there is a message from school or from my husband, something I can't ignore. But whatever work related, anything else related, only after 9. So I'll have my breakfast, I'll exercise. I've decided I'll exercise every day, no matter what, even if it is 20 minutes, but I have to exercise. It will give me energy, strength, and it's good for health, man. I can't ignore it anymore.
Of course, of course.
Yeah, and then I will do the most important things between around 9 to 11. That's when my head is clear. But then, if it's a very busy day, of course I get tired, so I need to take a break. So I'm more mindful about this. I know it is not possible to answer all the messages and emails. It is just not possible. So I'll try to pick whatever is the most important. And also I started writing down my plan, and it consists of 3 to 5 things maximum. I know I can't do more. So it will normally be like an event, a market, a collaboration, a podcast, for example, or a meeting. That's it. I'll concentrate on that, and when I get that done, I'll think about
The next.
It works for me at the moment. We will see how it is in the future.
But I absolutely love how you have dropped these insights about, number one, putting a set boundary to your attendance towards the work after a certain time.
Yeah, but it used to be other way around for a long time. Everything else was behind. Business was first. And I don't think it was the right thing. But again,
maybe at that time.
only learn
Yeah.
when we go through this. So you have to get enough of something to understand you want to change it.
Wow.
Yes.
You need to have enough of something to understand that you need to change it.
Yes.
Of course. I'm just loving all these
Philosophy.
wisdom sites that you are dropping, because this is true, actually. You would never know if this is good or bad for you unless you experience it yourself.
Of course. So it's not a mistake. I don't call it a mistake. It's an experience. It's also important to understand this. Just to understand anything, it is important.
Yes. And also, like, it's like, I love what you have said, that it's an ongoing work in progress, right?
Yeah.
Because maybe after some time, then there are different demands, and then you change. But it's important to change, to make those modifications, and to make sure that you yourself are not getting tired in between of all of this, right?
That's why if you are tired, what can happen? Nothing. You have to be
Yes, I know. You have to be, nutritioned, have good hours of sleep.
Yeah.
And
sleep, yes. Again, I try to sleep at 9.
Yes, it's so
So I
important.
used to sleep at 12, at 3. I used to check my phone at night. It was crazy.
Yeah. I think we still do it sometimes. I still do it. And also about, do you, like, was it always in your mind when you were young that you had this idea of?
I was thinking about this just recently. Like, again, because sometimes I have this when I'm driving or when I'm alone, I'm thinking, why this? Like, why? And then I remember I have this one clear memory from my childhood. I was very small and I had a cafe at home in my room. And I used to sit my dolls around and feed them and pretend it was a cafe or restaurant.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and then I remember that I decided that I will have a pizzeria, and I put a name of my pizzeria on the door, and I said to my family, my mom, my dad, my brother, you can come into my pizzeria, please. But when they came in, they had to pay me.
How old were you?
Maybe 6.
Gorgeous. That is like...
Yeah. So I would take bread from the kitchen and I would put chocolate paste on it, like Nutella. And I would make my parents pay me for the bread and Nutella they bought.
Girl, you were a born businesswoman.
I think so. Yeah, it's funny.
So Yulia, I'm so mesmerized that you actually were doing the cafeteria, modulation when you were young. Was there anything else that also is a reflection of your entrepreneurial skills today?
Yeah, I remember a moment when I found a piece of paper in my room, and it said the exchange rate dollar to ruble. So at the age of around 6, I was monitoring the ruble dollar rate.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. And also, what about the importance of home-cooked meals? Because it's not easy. When you say home-cooked meals, it takes a lot of work, right? To prep, to buy. So like I think you always loved cooking your own meals.
Yeah, it takes a lot of time if we start from the beginning, sourcing the ingredients, buying the ingredients from different places, then cooking. And if I want my lunch and dinner different, then man, you spend your whole day in the kitchen. You don't have that time, especially when you have to manage business.
And so how do you source your supplies? Do you have a specific place to buy it from? And yeah.
I like to go to the local markets where you can buy UAE grown vegetables, fruits, eggs, chicken as well.
Amazing.
The quality is very good and it's more and more available nowadays.
I think many vendors are happy to see you.
Yeah, we're friends with them.
Yes, yes. And also when you receive these amazing feedback from your clients, when they try your and they want more of it and have repeated customers, it's a great feeling.
Yes, I feel so happy.
Also, I'm just thinking, because in UAE, we all love food and we all love unique delicacies, and you are a perfect person for gatherings, social gatherings, like we have Ramadan now, and for all these set of different festivities where your dumplings can be a hit. Yes.
Yeah, we can do catering as well.
Right, right.
Yeah.
And so how are you proud of yourself now, Yulia, when you look at yourself when you were working, and now when you compare your life and your inner happiness, how is it now? How do you enjoy this?
Definitely I feel more confident. I feel more happy, secure. I have less fears.
Yes.
I'm just overall more happy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so glad I didn't stop.
Right, right.
I'm so glad I started and I didn't stop.
Absolutely. Doesn't it all seem like a dream, like all was meant to happen the way it is folding out now,
Yeah, I think so. Did I tell you that I had a dream about it?
No.
Yeah, so I had a dream that I had a dumpling factory. Yeah.
And was it during the time when you were unsure of what to do?
Yeah, it was right before, it was, I think, April 2020.
Amazing.
Yeah.
You're very intuitive.
Yeah.
But see, many people do get dreams, but they don't act upon it. They don't take the action.
Yeah.
So did you feel like there was some kind of a sign that it is meant to be?
Yeah, maybe. So I decided to try.
Amazing.
And yeah.
Well, I can't wait for everyone to try these beautiful delicacies that Yulia has created. And it's just not, from the supermarket that are mass-produced to, one size fits all. This is a bespoke product, and it is a savory. Do you plan to go into sweets?
Yes, we have some sweets. We make cheesecakes and we bake pies.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like apple pies, pear, peach, cherry, but that's not sweet. It's a bit sour.
I really like that. And it's very healthy.
Yeah.
Because I think it's better to stay away from too much sweet, because it doesn't really, especially for the children, you know. Right.
We try to use less sugar. And if we use sugar, it's brown sugar or coconut sugar. Yeah.
Amazing. So I think it's so important, and especially for today's time, to have a creative mind, a productive mind, a mind that holds no fear, a mind that wants to explore, to grow, and to bring so much love among different cultures and community through beautiful homemade cooked food. Yulia, is there some, you want to share some thoughts to the audience or the women who want to go into some kind of business, and what is it that they should have as we're in 2025, and how is it that, someone who's dreaming about doing something should?
I can say one thing. If you have an idea in mind and you don't know where to start, you can go to Dubai Economic Development. They've got 2 offices, one on Jumeirah Street and one in Al Barsha, and they can guide you on how to apply for license. And I know that they're home-based license businesses as well, licensed businesses. So you can try. I think in Dubai, government really helps startups.
Mhm.
You can start from that and then see if it grows. Then you can apply for different licenses, more expensive commercial license. Yeah.
And even for somebody who wants to do like photography, or there are so many different things that,
especially that not food-based, I think it's easier. Food-based business is more complicated because it involves risks.
yes,
Yeah, for health, public health,
the most important thing is you need to, like in your first part where you said you need to identify.
Yeah, first you need to identify what you want to do.
Yes.
If you know that, that's amazing already. And then again, if you think that you want to go, if you want to
pursue your,
and if you want to grow your idea, then applying for license will be one of the steps. But first, again, you need to know if you really want to do it.
Exactly.
But you wouldn't know until you try it.
But also about, like, I feel UAE is a very motivating platform, right? It encourages women. I mean, of course, you have to go with their set of, you have to understand the process, you know, and also it's better to do a kind of a trial, a test run, you know, to see if it really works for you, and always not to listen to the naysayers. And what has been your biggest support, like, into continuing to where you are today?
I have a friend, and she is my best friend, and she's always there for me, and she always helps me with advices, and she just believes in me. I know it, and knowing that she believes in me helps me a lot.
Wow. Wow, that is so amazing. I think we all need to try Yulia's amazing delicacies of organic dumplings. Like the name personifies, organic, super healthy, nutritious, sourced from the most, most reliable and delicious places.
Suppliers in the UAE.
Yes, suppliers in the UAE. She also, please keep updated with her new, items that will be added to the menu. She also does catering.
We also do master classes. We teach children and adults how to make dumplings. And for children, we use colorful dough, red, green, and yellow.
My God, that is super.
Yeah, they make dumplings with fresh berries, and then they cook them at the end, they eat them, and then they have a certificate of the dumpling making chef, and they're just so excited.
I think this is my favorite. If you have, or if you yourself are interested, so Yulia has a masterclass where you can actually dive into the whole process of the making of this beautiful piece of organic dumplings, and you can learn, and you can also have your children be part of it, because I think it's very important for children to familiarize them with baking.
It opens up so many skills. You will be amazed. You can see that this child just has a talent to make the dumplings. This child has a creative talent, because they use different colors, they make different shapes. Some of them come up with a spaceship.
Wow.
You wouldn't even think about it.
And they have the most amazing explorative young minds. You are helping them cultivate these beautiful skills. Beautiful. I think this is something that you're doing is so valuable. I will highly recommend it to everyone who has enjoyed this podcast. Definitely but I think I have enjoyed it the most, Yulia.
Thank you.
Thank
Me
you so
too.
much. Maybe we could have a masterclass in our
Sure.
next month, or we'll plan it during Ramadan. But wishing you all a beautiful day, and thank you, Yulia, for sharing your beautiful enterprise, your
Thank you.
beautiful business, and see you in our next episode.